Hello, everyone. I'm Kennedy, and welcome to Keeping Up with Kennedy. Today, we have a very special guest. I would like to introduce you to my co-star in our new movie, Eyes on Her, Luca Hansberger. She's here to interview me about my thoughts on our upcoming film. Thank you so much for being here.
Of course, thanks for having me. I'm so happy to do this.
Wait, Luca, should we tell them when Eyes on Her is going to be released?
Yes, we have to.
Okay, everyone. I know you've been waiting to hear when Eyes on Her will be released. Wait, before we continue, let's take a moment to thank our sponsors for today's episode. Sabri Pepper Spray. Sabri is a family-owned business that creates many different types of pepper sprays. Their main goal is that their product can keep people feeling safe and confident. They're the number one brand to use in the US. If you'd like to learn more, check out their website at www.sabri.com. And remember, for a limited time only, our viewers will earn 10% off their first order by using promo code EYESONHER. Now let's go back to the rest of the episode. Okay, we're back. So on July 25th of 2025, our new movie will be released in theaters and later on Netflix on September 5th.
Now that we know that, let's talk about the film. Okay, Kennedy, tell me about the movie without giving me any spoilers.
Well, the main plot of our movie is that there's a girl being stalked, and her friend's goal is to figure out who's behind it all.
That perfectly sums it up. So now that we know what it's about, let's get into the deeper questions. My first question is, how does your product follow or break the usual rules, and how does it represent different social groups or issues?
That's a great question. In our 2-minute film opener, our plot is about a girl being stalked. Our film shows feminism because we have an all-female cast. We chose an all-female cast to show women empowerment and how important it is. We also brought up the topic about stalking because approximately 8% of women in the US have been stalked, only 2% of men have.
Okay, next question. How do production skills develop throughout this project?
Well, at the beginning of the project, I would just place the camera in pointless positions. Now, after learning about the meaning of camera shots, angles, and movements, I know not to just place and shoot, and that every shot has meaning. One camera angle we used in our film was the Dutch angle, as shown in this clip. We decided to add the Dutch angle to add suspense to what she would find in the mailbox.
Wait, aren't you an editor as well?
Yes, as one of the main editors in our film, I saw my editing skills drastically improve throughout the process. I learned about the importance of cuts and transitions and when to use them to convey a message to our viewers.
Wow, you really did learn a lot.
Yeah. Here is a video of me implementing my editing skills into our film.
I know the viewers are dying to know why you and your producers picked Netflix as your distributor. So tell me why you chose it and how it engages with your audience.
Well, we chose Netflix as our distributor because around 62% of Americans watch Netflix weekly. Also, since our film leans more towards teens, we wanted to put it on a streaming service that is well known to them. Our product engages with the audience because it's in the horror genre, which is a very popular genre. Around 49% of Americans enjoy watching horror films.
For my last question, I was wondering, what are the different technologies used throughout this film?
We used many different types of technology. We used phones to film all our scenes, but when editing came, we used Adobe Premiere, which made editing really easy and more efficient. Also, we used CapCut for some clips that we couldn't do on Adobe.
Perfect. Well, thank you again for having me, Kennedy. I've had such a good time.
Of course, I'm so happy you could make it. Well, that's all for us. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode on Keeping Up with Kennedy.
Bye!